All right, air signs, welcome to the weekend. Oh, let's use this. Let's see where we go here with you. This is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is a weekend reading. Hello, welcome in. If you're looking for the May individual zodiac readings, I'll put a link right here for all y'all to check it out. There's also a link in the description box if you're looking for your individual zodiac readings. Next week, going to talk more about our full moon eclipse happening on the 16th of May. All right, let's see where we go. Next week is also my moon class. So if you're interested in manifesting with the moon or using the moon energy, harnessing the moon energy, that's the place to go. There's a link below. All right. What is going on for air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ta-da, ta-da. Ask wonderfully, receive graciously. You bet. 100%. Your greatest work is your legendary legacy. Allow your work to become your art. So some of you are really channeling. Okay, some of you are doing good work or starting to. You may not have done any of this up until now, but I feel like what's on offer to you is that it's time to step into your spiritual capabilities. Some of you are mediums and channelers and have some kind of important work to do. I feel like the universe is kind of saying to you, let's get cracking, McCracken, okay? All right. Yep, there's your wisdom right there, underneath the Hermit Virgo energy. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, sorry, not 9 of Swords. Page of Cups, Empress right in the middle there. I like that. That's Taurus time too, so that's right now. Page of Swords, 4 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. All right, so we have 7, 8, and 9 of Pentacles. I did see this, so and there's the 9 of Swords. Okay, so there's something about a past relationship that's been buried. Check out the May 6th morning message. This is all about sticking your head in the sand about some kind of love relationship or some kind of experience that you're having, not really wanting to see it, and something that you have been working on for a really long time is surfacing. All right, some of you are. All right, there's a couple things here. Some of you are gaining wisdom from past relationships, something that you have put in place, something you have done some work around yourself, and you're now stepping into this higher level of consciousness, this well-being, this feeling grounded and stable and all of that. And some of you are not wanting an old lover to resurface. Could be a Gemini or a Virgo. Because you feel like you've done the work, and it's like you're kind of you're a little bit manifesting this person by resisting it so hard. Okay, that is resistance is energy, and the universe doesn't really hear no, they just hear about this person. So this person may show up for you, especially if you're single. 9 of Pentacles, this reading is for somebody who's single, I feel. And I feel like they're going to show up as the Empress. They're going to come across as somebody who is nurturing and kind and generous. And Page of Cups and Page of Swords, I really feel like they're immature. The messages of love and, I don't say this very often about the Page of Swords because I do like the Page of Swords is like a message coming out of nowhere. It's also the spy card. The Page of Swords is the spy. So someone could have been spying on you, my darling, and whatever that means. They could be watching your social media accounts. They could be paying attention to your YouTube channel, whatever's going on here. You're doing the work of this, and I feel like this person has a desire to win you back, to win you over. It's for some of you, it's really about winning you back. Like there's this mindset of never, never again, no way, no how, no nothing, not doing that in a million years. They have the desire to win you back. I feel like you might have said no to them recently or pushed back on them. Okay, some of you are seeing the wisdom in doing that. You might previously have had nightmares about this situation happening again. I don't want to have this person come back again. Let me see. Let me clarify the Page of Swords. The message. Woo! Judgment, Five of Wands, Tower, Page of Wands, another page. All of a sudden out of the blue. And the pages to me, look at how big these cards are. I mean, those of you who follow tarot, and obviously do if you're watching my channel, but those of you who've taken my tarot class, this is something we would talk about in the tarot class. You see that there's the Empress and Judgment and the Tower. These are very powerful events, you know, life-shifting events. And they got the little pages, which are transactional, which are process, okay? And I feel like that's the key here, is that, is this going to be life-changing, or is this just process? Are you just coming around because you have a moment where you're like, oh, I wish that would have worked out, and you show up again? But you're doing something that is life-changing for me. It could be the reverse also, that you are headed in a good direction. I like all these pentacles, 7, 8, and 9 of pentacles. Awesome. Doing good work, all of it. Not really interested in hearing these messages. And that could be the message back to this person, is talk to the hand. Now, that sets them off, because when you release, you might have been, you know, kind of in an an unbreakable loop with this person, and they're coming back around again, and you're in the place, very strong position of like, you know what's really strong is no emotion. I feel like that's what's happening here with this Eight of Swords, is you're not really showing them any emotion, not really showing them any kind of encouragement, right? Just kind of like, I'm so over this. Okay. A little bit of, I'm so over this. But it is a big deal, because these big major cards make me feel like there is something here. Could be dealing with a Gemini, a Virgo, a Taurus, a Libra. Okay. Let me clarify the Seven of Swords, because that seems to me where the rubber hits the road here. The Seven of Swords, Four of Swords, Queen of Cups, Moon, Nine of Cups. This person is going to talk about or share with you their healing. They're going to share their heart. I don't like Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords here, the Spy card, and the Seven of Swords isn't sneaky, more sneaky. They're really watching you. You're not watching them. You see this? See how the Seven of Swords is like looking at that guy, and the guy is just sitting there. Hey, listen, I'm just doing my homework. I'm just doing my work. Why are you even bothering to come around? And I don't like this either. The Moon and the Nine of Cups. This is like a secret desire, a secret lusting after you, a secret passion. Okay. And they're trying to get what they want, but they're not saying what they want. They're not, Seven of Swords. They're not saying what they want. They may see you as someone who's loving and kind and generous and all of these good things, but they're not really saying what they want. All right. Let's see where we go. Air sign. Oh my God. Okay. You could be dealing with Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Pisces. Gonna look at all those in the extended. All right. The air sign extended, there's a link below if you are so inclined. Otherwise, the fire sign reading starts right now. All right, fire signs, you're up. Let's see where we're going today. This is a weekend reading for Aries, Leo, Sag. If you're looking for your individual zodiac readings for May, there's a link in the description box. I did post that last Saturday. So if you want to go check out your individual zodiac readings, those are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So are these. Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see where we go. Yesterday, I did a Venus video. Thank you, Catherine, who has requested that video about Venus signs and what they mean, and who is your ideal match. So I'll put a little card here so you can go check that out. I posted that on Friday. All right, so let's see what's going on here for you. Let's see what's going on here for you. Aries, Leo, Sag. Ancestor. Interesting. Close your eyes and open your heart. And befriend your fear monster. All right, some of you guys are ready for love, but you haven't really done anything about it yet. I feel like some of you are getting a little shove from your guides, from your parents if they've passed away, any kind of ancestor. There's something here on the path that you may not see right away. You may have to connect with this person based on heart. I think that Venus video is very appropriate because it is about us connecting in the way we express ourselves in relationships. And that just brings you into alignment in terms of love with another person. If it's a clash, then there's an issue of incompatibility, okay? So there's something here about needing to connect with a person based on your heart's desire. All right, so let's see what's going on for Aries, Leo, Sag. 10 of Wands underneath. 9 of Wands, Sun. 5 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords, World. Page of Swords, oh my goodness. Heart, Hanged Man, 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. Okay, so I see a couple of things right out the gate. This makes me feel like the energy of the reading has to do with how I experience relationship and how I connect with someone. So there is this Venus connection here, but it is about joy and happiness and fun. I think that fire signs, you guys get really dragged down if you are forced to do too many practical things. It feels like homework, okay? And it's also some of you are done being the one who carries all of the weight in the relationship. All right, some of you are really done with that. You've had patterns like that in the past, and it has gotten you nowhere. All right, it doesn't feel good, and I don't want to be the one who's always making the plans, always being, the one who has to be the leader. Sometimes I really do like it if you make plans. Sometimes I really do like it. So what this feels to me like is there's a long-term relationship coming, and this is about deciding what it is you want and really understanding what it is you want from your heart, not from your thinking space, not from your very strong intellect or your logic. Love is not really logical. It is a feeling thing. And, some of you guys really like the connection you have with people if it's, passionate. But we're talking about long term, okay? And passion is a thing that brings us together, but it doesn't necessarily sustain itself the same way over a long period of time. So passion can ebb and flow. Passion can rise and then fall, and depending on what's going on. And so there needs to be a heart connection. And the heart connection happens when the other person is really also working for the same goal in a relationship. Aries, Leo, Sag, I feel like you are changing your way of doing things. Look back at your patterns. Look back at how you are in relationships. Most of us do follow a rather similar path when we get into relationships because there's certain things we like, to feel. And so we try to create that. And if it authentically shows up in the relationship, more is the better, right? So this does feel to me that you are really done with this kind of experience of feeling like you're the one who is running. You get run aground really easily now. You may not have always, but you might get run aground really easily if the other person doesn't pull their weight. Let's just say that. Now, I feel like you could be dealing with someone who could be an earth sign, which is very nice, longevity speaking, in terms of being able to connect with you long term. Some of you are tired of the same old, same old. Some of you are really tired of going into relationships, feeling joy, feeling happiness. Same with career, same with any kind of project, any kind of experience. You have a lot of hope, a lot of exuberance around it, right? And if you don't feel that feeling, you don't really do it, right? If you're not excited about this person, about this trip, about this thing, then it's like, there must be passion. There must be passion. Now, I feel like you haven't really been able to decide for yourself what it is you're creating. You may have someone around you who is kind of spying on you, kind of watching you, kind of paying attention to you and what you're doing. They can feel your sense of shift in terms of what you want. They can feel it. And so they're not talking, all right? There's no talking here. I feel like they're getting ready to reach out, though. Okay, they're getting ready to reach out. They have thought long and hard about this. And if you're shifting, I feel like that's a really good thing. This person may be really good for that. It might feel a little different than your usual relationship, and that might engender a little bit of fear here. But if you look through the eyes of your heart at this person, at this connection, look at things from a different perspective. This is the Hanged Man, and this is all about surrendering. Now, some of you may have been the ones running the show, and you may not even recognize this about yourself, but as a way of controlling your fear of commitment, or your fear of getting in too deep before you really know what you're getting yourself into. All right. So there's something like that. And I do feel like this person is getting ready to reach out. This is a person who could be a long-term partner and somebody who has some very definite ideas about what they want. For those of you who are looking at this reading and thinking about your life in general, I like this World card here because this is sort of like a very much the pause between my life then and my life, what I'm creating now. There's a very different feeling about it. And it really does require you to give yourself some space and to think about it, to decide, what am I looking to create? What do I want to create? And what am I choosing? What do I want to choose? 7 of Cups here. So let me clarify. Let me use this deck. I'm going to clarify, but there's definitely no more of the heavy lifting. You're not going to be the one that does all the heavy lifting. Why is this Page of Swords here? King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. 10 of Cups. All right. Some of you, okay, I have 10 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles here. Some of you know that I use a lot of decks in readings. And sometimes I can muddle the decks. Sometimes a couple cards get put into the wrong deck. It's no coincidence that this showed up here. King of Wands and Queen of Wands, this is the person for you. All right, this is the person for you. And they are looking for the same things. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Such beautiful energy here. I feel like this person is going to just fit like a glove. Now, for some of you guys, if you in the past have been somebody who's been afraid of commitment, buckle up, Buttercup, because this is commitment. This is about long-term sharing, long-term, living together, being together, wanting the same things. This feels effortless to me. Why is the 2 of Swords here? 3 of Pentacles, High Priestess, Judgment, and the 7 of Wands. This person has been holding back. If this is an energy in your life, people are energy, opportunities are energy, all of it, it's been waiting in the wings to make itself known. and it likely will be a surprise. Okay, I do feel Uranian energy here. I'm not seeing any Aquarius. This person feels like Aries, Leo, Sag, obviously the fire signs, obviously connected to you. I'll look at that. I will look at Aquarius because there's something here that makes me feel like it's a surprise, and that's Uranus. That's who rules Aquarius. So I will look at that, and I will also look at Cancerians. Okay. Okay. It could be the moon energy here. This could really connect to moon. That's where your heart is. So next week I'm doing a class on moon energy, all things moon. So if you want to jump onto that, there's a link below. I like the moon here. This high priestess, she is sitting on the moon because it is like the deep romantic secret that this person is about to uncover, right? They're about to share with you. Judgment, Three of Pentacles. They really see how you could work together well, and they have been holding back. This person has been holding back because I think this is gonna, I'm not gonna say shock you, because I think fire signs don't get shocked really. They're like surprised. And it's a nice surprise. All right. So let's see where we go. I'm going to continue on with this reading. There's a link below. If this is your reading, you want to follow along. There's a extended. If you're not going to do that, the Earth sign reading starts right now. All right, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, what's going on for you? Check out that Venus reading. Well, it's not a reading. It's a video about your Venus sign. So check that out because every day I talk about Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I wanted to get into that, Catherine. Thank you for the request for that video. Got dogs laying all over the place around here. Thank you for the request of that video. So if you want to go take a look at it, Venus, what does my Venus sign mean for me? Go take a look at it. So let's look at Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, and a little reminder, I will be doing the moon class next week. So if you want to understand your moon sign and what that says about you and how you can harness that energy, there's a link below if you want to jump on. Okay, let's see what's going on for you. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Say yes to your open door. Soul Giraffe. I like that. And Ancestor. Wow. You definitely have a lot of help in your high self, in your ancestors, in your spirit guides. A lot of them are urging you right now to take a chance. Okay. Some of you are going to be getting a new opportunity coming across your path. Could be about your career. Doesn't have to be about love or anything like that. But let's take a look at what's going on. What's going on? All right. Deep breath, please. Okay, one more. I just see the High Priestess there. This could be a little bit more about trusting your intuition more than you have been. All right, Two of Cups underneath. Beautiful, beautiful. Four of Wands. King of Wands, my goodness. Queen of Cups. Tower. King of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Eight of Cups. Nine of Wands. And the Seven of Cups. Interesting. The fire sign reading, you might want to look at that because the King of Wands has shown up here. And the Seven of Cups was the same position, different deck, but same position. Nine of Wands was in that reading. So in this reading, I'm feeling like you have had some shakeup in your life. Okay, there's some shakeup going on. Some of you may start to really connect to your high self, to your guides. Some of you really may be opening up, getting inspired. We are now in this energy where Jupiter and Venus and Mars are moving into Aries. So there's a really lovely feeling of expression and creativity and all of that. You're showing up here as like, this could be some kind of awakening or some kind of opening up to your clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, something like that. The person who is around you right now or coming in does feel like they are very relationship oriented. you might be really focused on your work and that you may not be paying attention to that. All right. Love may not be a thing for you right now. You're really focused on new opportunities. Okay. However, it's almost like you've left love kind of in the rear view. Some of you are settled in a relationship and aren't really focused on that. It's going well. Things seem to be moving along beautifully, and you get a sudden burst of inspiration in your work. Now, the reason that the relationship part showing up here can be that some of you, I'm not going to say you're walking away from this relationship, but some of you are diverging. The paths are diverging. So if you've been in a relationship for a long time or in a career for a long time or something like that, it seems like it's going along just fine. But then this happens. I am going to get a couple cards around this. And I feel like some of you are having a spiritual awakening, right? That's the awakening path there, the Eight of Cups. Some of you are being really inspired by new ideas. Some of you are ready to have some kind of adventure in your life. You're no longer, you feel solid and stable where you are, so it's time for adventure. So please clarify the Tower card. All right, Page of Pentacles, the World, Three of Swords, Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. There's an aha moment here. Okay. For some of you, this is an aha moment related to gossip, hearing some gossip about your partner or about your company or something like that. It's like something is breaking through here that is kind of sending you down a new road. Okay, I feel like this will be a positive road. I really do, but it's going to test you in ways that this feels like complacency, or it feels like the flip side of that is comfort zone. All right, this feels really nice to me, and the universe is trying to shove you out of your comfort zone to learn something. There's a lesson to be learned here. Some of you could, this might be just for a small number of you. Some of you could awaken to the sense that what you think is settled and stable, there's layers to it. There's lots more to it. Like, oh my God, I didn't realize we were going to have to go through this thing together, or we were going to have to peel this particular onion together. But you are inspired to do that. And once you do that, once you start pulling on that string, you can't stop. Like, it keeps going. And it does feel a little bit like there's some painful truths that come out. There's some, if you've been hearing, you've not been paying attention to any kind of neighborhood gossip or anything like that, but there's some truth to it. There's a kernel of truth inside this piece of gossip, and it sends you down a different road with your partner. So you could have always looked at your partner in a certain way. And this revelation that comes out deepens and nurtures the relationship, but after a period of reevaluation. Okay. If you are set and stable in your career, in where you are in life, the universe is going to come along and do that a little bit, because there's some lessons, there's some learning that needs to be sought out. You need to go and seek out, and you haven't been really interested in that. You're like, I'm good, I'm all set, don't need anything out. No, I'm all, we're full up here, we're all good. And it may be a little bit unsettling for you to have, all of a sudden in your dreams, ancestor messages come through. Big picture, you're seeing the big picture. You're seeing more of a way to craft your life that is different than what you've been doing, and it would upset the apple cart here a little bit. So this Page of Wands is showing you that there's some inspiration that will feel good to you, but it will have the unsettling experience of getting rid of things that no longer serve you. There's some things in this relationship or this career or something like that that just aren't going to last the long term. There's some truth that or lie or something between you that needs to come out so you can recalibrate yourself in a much more stable way. I don't know why I'm getting this. This might be for one or two of you. Way back in your resume, did you fudge it a little bit about some skill or about some job that you had, about some career? You might have made it sound a certain way when it wasn't that way. That truth may come out. All right, that truth may come out. It may not be, I doubt if it's going to be like one of those like public embarrassing things. It's not. It's much more of like oh, I need to reckon with this. I need to, like I said, I had a certification in this thing and I really don't, but I need it now. Like I know a lot about it. I know a ton about it, but I didn't really go by the numbers and do this certification. Now you might have to do the certification. Okay. It's nothing terrible. It's not like you're a fake or anything like that at all. Like you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. But there's something here that needs to be completed. The T needs to be crossed, the I needs to be dotted. All right, what about Tower? Tower as it relates to Eight of Cups here. King of Pentacles in reverse, Hanged Man, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Some of you are a little bit affronted by the fact that this might come out and it might do some kind of damage to your reputation. Some of you are like, how dare you? Look at, do we feel experience matters more than book learning? There might be something to that, but the certification is going to be required. And if we're talking about relationships here, there might be something from your past that shows up a little bit, like an old girlfriend from high school or something like that, where the communication and the conversation shows your spouse that there's more to you, or there was something that, this wild side to you, or something that went on in the past that you'd rather your spouse not hear about. It's not going to change the fact that you are in a good and stable relationship, but what it will do is it will cause a lot of conversation between the two of you. It will cause a lot of conversation, between you and your boss, or between you and, what needs to happen. So it will send you down a road of new discovery. Okay. So I'm definitely seeing Sag here. I see, and I see Leo. Sag and Leo. Let's see. Sag and Leo. That's it. All right. Sag, Leo. I will look at water signs because this Queen of Cups has been a little bit silent in my reading here. Yes, silent. High Priestess, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Justice in reverse, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Okay. This truth or this revelation that comes out may not seem very fair. This person, if you're the one who is discovering this about your partner or discovering something about your work or your career path that was not told to you, you might feel betrayed by this, but I feel like it's opening up some new opportunities. Okay, so it might be a little rough going for a second, but it needs to come out. It needs to be heard. It needs to be shared in order for this relationship to get better, in order for your career to flourish. Okay, otherwise there's stagnation. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, all right, I'm going to look at Sag. I'll look at Sag and Leo. I will look at Pisces and Cancer because this is Pisces. This has Cancerian energy and Libra energy, definitely. All right, I'll look at those in the extended. If you're dealing with any of those people, there's a link below if you want to continue on with me. Otherwise, the water sign reading starts right now. All right, water sign, you are up. Let's see what's going on for you today. This is a weekend reading, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you're interested in your individual sign reading for May, there's a link in the description box. I did it and posted it last Saturday, so you might want to check that out. All right, this coming week, I am going to be doing my moon class, all things moon. So you might want to check that out if you're interested in figuring out how to manifest rituals. I'm going to talk about rituals with the full moon, new moon. I am going to talk a lot about North Node and the eclipse season that we are currently in the middle of. So if you want to join on, that is Tuesday evening, May 9th, I believe. Is that right? It's next Tuesday. There's a link in the description box. All right, May 9th, May 10th. I can't remember. All right, let's see where we go here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, you contain the entire universe encoded within you. Do you know that? There are no wrong turns. Whoopsie, there are no wrong turns. Yeah, there you go. I love that card. And the universe wants you to co-conspire. The universe wants to co-conspire with you. Every time I see that there are no wrong turns, it's a good reminder that everything we do, if we look back and go, oh, that was a mistake, if you really look at it, it's brought in some kind of opportunity. It does remind me of Risky Business, that Miles character in Risky Business. If you haven't seen that movie, it's quite old, actually. But he talks about the importance of saying, what the fuck? Like, I'm just going to take a flyer. Sometimes that brings in opportunity, that brings in new experiences. And sometimes we can fall flat on our face, but we don't know until we try. There's always something that comes from it that is going to bring us closer to our soul's goal. Always. Okay. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, what's going on for you? All right. Ace of Pentacles underneath. That's a new opportunity coming in. I like that. New opportunity. Wheel of Fortune. Same kind of thing. Three of Swords, right? This whole like fear of falling on one's face kind of thing. Eight of Swords. The fear of falling on your face keeps you locked in a prison. Okay. Because the fear of taking, the fear of having something go wrong means that you're much less likely to take any kind of risk at all. And that can result in locking you down. All right. Five of Cups. Page of Swords. And the World card. My goodness. The Hermit. Son of Wands. Knight of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. All right. So you could be dealing with a Sag. There's Sag here, for sure. Virgo. And I feel like this, so for some of you, you did take a risk in the past, and it ended badly in your mind. And so not doing that again, but you're not manifesting up to your capability if you're choosing to never take a risk. There was somebody in the past that you took a risk on, and it really was quite painful. So we're not downplaying the fact that that can happen, but I feel like the pain there is really just the resistance to who this person truly was. You might not have seen who they truly were when you took this risk on them. I feel like now you're a lot wiser, a lot more clear. And you may have seen this person as a good life partner, and it turns out they were somebody who's not capable of commitment. Doesn't mean you don't love them. Doesn't mean they didn't love you. It's just that they're not available for that. And what this is all bringing up, it does feel like I've seen in the readings today this little flavor of that's old news, right? Something that happened a long time ago, and there's nothing I can do to change it. I still regret it. I still, feel a certain way about it. But there's some reason it's showing up again. And I feel like the reason is that there was a lesson, or there was a soul, a very important kernel of gold in there for you that you did not accept or realize or take in. And so you've missed something as it relates to an old relationship or something that you might regret from the past. You've missed something about it that's needing to come out now because you need to grow, or you need to get into the next level of your life. You need to take a new risk. There's new things coming up. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. And if you haven't, so I'm going to liken this to a video game. Level 2, you had the chance to fight the dragon and get the ruby boots and the ruby dagger, or whatever it is. You have the chance to do this, and you don't do it. All right, you decide, no, it's the dragon, it's only level 2. I don't have, I'm not equipped for this, and you don't take the risk. Later on in the game, you need those things. You need those boots, and you need that ruby dagger, and you got to go all the way back into this connection, into this experience, and open up the gates for yourself. Unlock yourself. You got to unlock the ruby sword or the ruby dagger. You got to unlock it. It requires you to go back into something. It does also remind me of how we kind of create stories when we do things that we aren't proud of, or when we do things that we are feeling like was a mistake or something like that. We can create a story in our head so that we feel better about it for ourselves. This is really requiring you to go back and face it without that story, without that sugarcoating. Okay? Now, it's very similar to the Earth reading. This might just be about an old love that, it was the one that got away, or you decided to walk away from somebody. And you always wonder about that person, if that would have been the right thing to do, if you should have taken a risk on that. So there's something about now that's going to force you go back into your life, because this Page of Swords here in the middle. The Page of Swords is a spy card. The Page of Swords is a message that comes out of nowhere. And I feel like there might be a person who, if this is just internal to you, then you're still, as you're moving forward, somehow you come across this thing that you deem was a mistake, or that you don't want to talk about. And there's more wisdom in it than you allowed. You didn't take all of the gains. You didn't do the thing you were supposed to do. Okay, so we do have some things in our lifetime that we are on path to do, and how we do them or don't do them does have a big influence on where the path goes. So right now, I feel like you can move forward in a very powerful way once you kind of reclaim. It's almost like, I don't know if you've ever worked with a practitioner who does soul reclamation, who brings back the pieces of your heart that you've left with other people, the pieces of your soul that you've left along the side of the road. This is like a reclamation, bringing you back to yourself. Okay, so I just want to clarify, I am in the extended. I will look at Virgo and Sag. Virgo and Sag, this person could also be a Pisces. Okay, so clarify for me the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, bat and a ball. This is like the beginning moment of the new phase. Clarify the Three of Swords. Seriously? Ace of Cups. All the four aces here now. And the World card. So Wheel of Fortune, the closing out of the old. You got to purge this. And for some of you, this could be a little bit of fear of moving forward, fear of having something present itself that seems like a big ask, okay, from the universe. In order to, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, in order to move into this new phase, Wheel of Fortune world, it's almost like you're going to have to tell on yourself, or you're going to have to, let's see, what is the Ace? Okay. Seven of Wands. You might have to stand up for a decision you made. You might have to tell on yourself to somebody. High Priestess. Secrets. There's a secret here that needs to come out in order for you to get to the next level of your life. Okay? So I am going to continue on. I'm going to look at Virgo. I am going to look at Sag. I'm going to look at Pisces. And I will look at Cancer. So this could be another water sign. But there's some brand new day happening. The only thing is you need to get through this lesson before you can really manifest on a high vibration with the universe. You really need to get through this, okay? All right, we'll take a look at that. The link is below if you want to continue on with me, water sign. I'll see you over there.